And as Israel's foreign ministry has put it, the show is over. Yesterday, Israel intercepted what they've been calling the, quote, selfie yacht, because of all the people trying to get their pictures with the people behind them. Officials said everyone was unharmed, and they even provided them with bottled water and sandwiches, noting that there are ways to deliver aid to the Gaza Strip that do not involve provocations and selfies. You can even see Greta Thunberg smiling while she is being given something to eat. But Greta claims it's what happened to be a pre-recorded video that she's been kidnapped. Here it is.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters by the Israeli occupational forces or forces that support Israel. I urge all my friends, family and comrades to put pressure on the Swedish government to release me and the others as soon as possible.
So our team here at Outnumbered is telling us that apparently they all pre-recorded something just in case. And I mean, you just hit play. None of that happened that she was describing. But man, have you ever seen social media thirst like this?
Yeah, actually, including from her. Can we put up the picture of her and the sandwich if we have that? Just because I want to, yes. Ladies, find yourself a man who will look at you the way that she's looking at that sandwich provided to her by her kidnappers, right? With her Kermit the Frog bucket hat. What a very serious person. Apparently, she solved the climate crisis, right? That was the #1 thing in the world that she was going to devote her life to. But I guess that box has been checked, so she's moved on to hating Israel. I mean, we're giving her attention, which is, I guess, what she wants. But she definitely looks very clownish once again in the process.
Kaylee.
I could actually see how this would be traumatizing for Greta Thunberg. It's probably the first time she's ever been told no by an adult in her entire life. And I will say, you know, she's a sad representation of one of the worst impulses in my generation, Gen Z, which is that Gen Zers have a habit of trying to make every single political or social happening about themselves. We've seen this across college campuses over the past couple of years with the anti-Israel protests as well. You see these videos of some of these young adults being asked, well, why are you out here today? Why are you protesting? Most of them have no idea why. And the answer that the reason why they're out there is because this is how they find meaning and fulfillment from attention, from being involved in a cause that they believe is bigger than themselves. And it's sad. I do really blame the adults who have made them feel that way in the first place. Because remember, Greta Thunberg would never have been a thing had it not been for the adults who platformed her in the first place.
Emily.
Yeah, you guys, what I love most about this, actually, is Israel, who just came out swinging with their trolling back, right? The selfie yacht of celebrities, they were the ones that posted that picture of her getting the sandwich, and they also mocked the amount of stuff they had. They were like, yeah, it's okay, we'll take the, 2 jars of baby formula and the couple bottles of water you guys had and give it to actual humanitarian channels so that we'll get to actually people in need. And I love that they are calling them out for exactly what they are, which is attention-seeking media whores. And final thought, she wasn't the only one on the ship. There was a French policymaker on board, and there was also, it was a guy. He was a member of some TV show. What was it again? Somebody. Anyone?
Reality show?
Yes, it was something. I blanked on it. Maybe someone in control can tell me, but there was a guy, he was part of, anyway, so it's not just her. Everyone was there for their slice of likes and righteous behavior, whatever. But final quick point, if indeed it was international waters, then whatever case they have to make, they will have nothing in the way of enforcement for that. So they can go ahead and take this all the way to the ICC, which has already demonstrated a vast massive anti-Israel sentiment to begin with, and I predict nothing will come of the kidnapping allegation.
Well, on their way to the ICC, reports of that boat from South Sudan where there were refugees who could have used help, that apparently the yacht selfie yacht went by. Maybe they can work that out too.
Game of Thrones. He was from Game of Thrones. That's what
okay. Game of Thrones. I'm going to echo Guy's request about putting that picture up of her smiling, eating the sandwich. Because here's the thing. This is not what kidnapping looks like. Kafir Beavis knows what kidnapping is like. He was an 8-month-old baby. Yarden Beavis knows what kidnapping looks like. He survived. His wife did not, Shiri, as she was clutching those 2 little redheaded boys. That's what kidnapping looks like, clutching your babies as you go off to a death sentence, not eating a sandwich handed to you by IDF. These individuals are apparently going to be forced to watch IDF footage from the day of October 7th. She needs to see it. Greta, this is not a kidnapping. The hundreds of hostages who were kidnapped understand that. It's time you understand it too.
Preach.
Yeah.
So true. All right.